Okay, so we start now revision class for chapter 2. Okay, ulang kaji. All right, so first question guys, the gradient of the curve. Okay, for BM, fungsi kecerunan lengkung. Okay, the gradient of the curve, this equation at this point pada titik ni adalah 2. Itu nilai dia. Okay, and the soalan is find the value of A and B. Okay, cari nilai A dan B. Okay guys, so first things first, when they ask you to find two unknown, bila mereka suruh kamu cari dua pemboleh ubah yang tidak diketahui, what concept do we use here? Konsep apa kita akan guna? Okay, so Karthik correct, means boys team got 1 point already lah, satu mata. Okay, very good. So the answer is simultaneous equation, persamaan serentak. Okay guys, we will use persamaan serentak. Huh? Where got? Salvez also boy what? Salvez is boy. And then Ife also boy. Got 3 boy already. Okay. So now, all right. So you want to use persamaan serentak. So second question guys. Kecerunan lengkung. Gradient of curve. What is the symbol? Very good. Not bad. dy dx. Okay, the answer is dy dx. Okay, untuk kecerunan lengkung. So 2 points already. Others also try to answer, yang perempuan juga, because girls team bila jawab betul ada satu mata. Okay, 1 point. Alright, so this is the equation of curve. Lengkung, persamaan lengkung. Alright, so now you have to differentiate the equation. Kamu kena bezakan persamaan ni. So can anyone tell me, after differentiate, what is your answer? Selepas proses pembezaan lengkung ni, apa kamu dapat? Jawapan dia. Can you all comment? Come on, come on. Siapa paling cepat jawab? Satu mata untuk pasukan dia. Who answer the fastest will get the point. But of course, be accurate lah. Kena tepat juga dengan jawapan kamu. Okay. A plus. Okay, wrong. Some more guys. Ada lagi nak cuba? What is your gradient of curve? Apa kecerunan kamu? Okay, very good. Okay, so wait. Okay, Karthik, you are wrong because you put plus minus. Okay, and then Divyasri correct. So girls team 1 point. Okay, the answer is your power is still wrong. Power is 3, not 2. Okay, kuasa adalah 3 because you differentiate. Typo cannot, guys. If typo also not counted, you must be accurate. So 1 point for girls team. Okay, so when you do dy dx, you will basically get like what she wrote over there. Okay, so wait. Okay, so basically ax, this one you can bring on top. Am I right? Kuasa kat bawah boleh naik atas. You can bring on the top the power. So you just need to differentiate this equation. Bezakan persamaan ni sahaja. No, boy is already 2. Girl is 1. Okay, so now after you differentiate this equation, you will get a plus b over x cubed. This is your equation. Am I right, guys? After differentiation. So now you got your dy dx already. So try to see the question now. They say dy dx at this point is 2. Nilai dy dx pada titik ni adalah 2. So can anyone construct for me the equation? Based on this equation, what is the simplified equation? Menggunakan info ni, using this information. What will be the simplified version? Yang paling ringkas. So your dy dx is equal to a plus b over x cubed. So what will be your most simple equation? Okay, let me check. Not complete. Not complete. You must be a slightly more complete. Yes. Okay, you must have been. Okay, let me check Karthik's one. 2 minus 2 equal to a minus 2b. Eh? Oh, I see what you're talking. Okay, I'm talking about the dy dx equation, not this equation. I want the dy dx. Okay, let me check. Aife. How come you get 2? Aife, mana datang nombor 2 tu? 2B. Ada B saja kat sini. You only have B. How you get 2B? I think careless mistake, right? So no one so far get the correct answer. Can anyone try some more? Cuba lagi. What will be the correct answer? When you substitute dy dx equal to 2, x equal to -1. So what will you get? You should get, okay, if no one answer, I tell the answer. Huh? So no point. So 2 is equal to a plus, okay, just people tell already. Okay, Karthik correct. Let me check Divya's 3 first. Minus, there is no number 2. There is only b. It's b over x cube. Wait guys. Did I make a mistake here? Oh, sorry. Correct. There is a 2. Okay, because I differentiate wrongly. Sorry guys. This one is wrong. Okay, next time point out to me if I do mistake. Okay, sometimes I might do mistake also. Common. Okay, very common. So actually the power is -2. So dy dx you will get a minus 2b over x cube. Okay, so actually let me check and see who is the most correct now. I see the earliest answer. Where is it? Okay, so I think, let me see. You should get the answer a minus b, a plus 2b equal to 2. So Karthik is the most correct answer. Okay, so 3 points for boy team. Okay, Karthik get the correct answer. So basically this one, you must let it equal to 2. Okay, because dy dx sama dengan 2. Okay, then gantikan x equal to -1. So you will get a minus 2b over -1 cube equal to 2. So this is your equation now. So you can simplify, permudahkan persamaan ni. So you will get a plus 2b equal to 2. Okay guys, can you get it? First equation. Ini adalah persamaan pertama kamu. So now guys, how to get the second equation? Macam mana dapat persamaan kedua? Can anyone tell me? Which one? Can be a bit more complete, your answer? I cannot get the exact meaning. So how do we get the second equation? Very good. Okay, so there's another point. 4 points already, boy team. Okay, girl team, pick up. Only 1 point so far. Okay, yang perempuan, cuba jawab juga. Okay, so correct. You must substitute inside the main equation. Okay, correct. So you will get something like this. Alright. So you just gantikan nilai x dan y dalam persamaan yang utama. Then you will get the answer. Okay. So yeah, bam to equation, then you solve. The solving part, I don't want to ask question lah because it's basic only. Okay, so if you solve correctly, you should get a equal to 3 and then b equal to -setengah. Okay, this should be your final answer. Okay guys, do you understand this question? Boleh faham soalan ni? How to get a, b? Okay, Okay, next one. All right. So this one is another part. Approximation. Okay, perubahan kecil. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so they say that, wait, let me see whether I skip a question or not. Oh, sorry, there's one more question here. Okay, so question number 6. They say volume of sphere, okay, increases at the rate of 20 pi. Okay, isi padu sfera bertambah sebanyak nilai ni. So can you all tell me what is the symbol for this quantity? Apa simbol kita tulis untuk 20 pi cm cube per saat? Wow, very good lah. Okay, Karthik faster. Although both correct. Okay, who answer first get the point, So boys team 5. Okay, based on the one appear in my chat. Sometimes maybe lag a bit, right? So someone else might win, but it's based on the chat I see. Okay, so the answer is dvdt. All right. So next one. The question asks you find the radius of the sphere when the rate of change of radius, okay guys, kadar perubahan jejari 0.2 cm per second. This one gonna tolak mata, you know. I never ask question, you tell me the answer. Guys, if I don't ask question, you tell the answer, you wait. Bila tanya soalan baru jawab. Very smart lah y'all. Okay, I plus 1 point for y'all. Since you all get smarter than me already. Lebih pandai dari saya. Very good. I plus 1 point for the boys team and also the girls team. Because the girl also answer. You'll get finally, don't worry. Okay, so dr dt equal to 0.2. Okay, very good. So now guys, you got dv dt, dr dt. What is the other quantity missing? Apa satu lagi simbol yang tinggal that you need to find based on the chain rule menggunakan petua rantai? Very good boys team. dv dr. You must find your dv dr. Okay, so basically you need an equation V in terms of R, V dalam sebutan R. So guys, can anyone tell me what is the volume of a sphere formula? Apa rumus untuk isi padu sfera? No, I want the formula, okay? Girls team correct. Karthik a bit slow. Okay, so girls team got another point. Okay, so 4/3 pi r cube is the formula. 4/3 pi r cube. So basically, you must differentiate this equation. So can anyone tell me, after differentiate, what is your answer? Very good, Karthik. Boys team, another point. 4 pi r square. Okay, so dv dr is equal to 4 pi r square. So now, they tell you, let me see. Okay, they never tell you anything. So you leave it like that only. All right. So basically, the question is you must find the radius. Cari jejari. So now guys, can you all type out for me the chain rule? Petua rantai dia. Cuba type kat saya. Menghubungkan tiga simbol ni. Connect all these three into one equation. dv dt equal to dv. Very good. Okay, correct. So one more point for boys team. So dv dt is 20 pi equal to dv dr 4 pi r square times with 0.2. Then you solve for your r. Okay, so you will get the answer of 5 cm. Karthik, you say you never get A in AdMaths. Are you sure? The way you answer make me disbelieve this statement. Oh, really? That's the problem, guys. When you're too fast, right, at doing something, careless will come inside. That's the problem. I don't encourage fast. Okay, but in terms of like normal class like this, it's okay lah. You want to compete like that, it's all right. Yeah, I know panic during exam, but you must try to check back if you have time. Kalau ada masa, cuba check balik jawapan. Oh, okay, never mind. Careless is normal. Okay, guys. So we go on to the next question. Number 7. Okay, number 7 is on approximation. Okay. So first question, they ask you the approximate change in Y. Okay. Kadar perubahan kecil lah dalam Y. So what is the symbol that we use for this one? Apa simbol kita guna untuk perubahan kecil Y? No lah. What is the symbol we use? Very good, girls team. 1 point for you. Delta Y. Okay. So delta Y is the answer. Okay. So can you all tell me, based on this statement, approximate Y not accepted, what is your delta X? Apa nilai delta X? Very good, girls team. 0.05. Still faster than Karthik. Okay. So yeah, correct. So now, what is the formula connecting these two information? Can anyone type out for approximation? Very good, Karthik. Correct. Wrong lah. Got mistake there, Adi. Delta Y equals correct. Divyasri correct. Kena, Adi. You type wrongly, Adi. That's why I say fast is not good. Okay. You must be fast and also accurate. That is the main combination that you must try to get. Okay. Not easy, but can achieve one. Okay. So basically, you must find dy dx for this equation. Okay, kamu kena cari pembezaan peringkat pertama. So what will we use to find the dy dx? Apa method kita guna? Very good. Quotient rule. Petua hasil bahagi. Correct. Okay, so I think you all can do quotient rule lah. Should be no problem. So basically, okay, over here, right, guys, if you see carefully, you can use quotient rule, boleh guna, but over here it is, okay, I show for this question, since they never tell you here. Okay, let's say I want to use quotient rule here. Okay, but actually you can direct bring this one up. Okay, kamu boleh bawa yang ni ke atas. So that's why the kuasa become negative setengah. At the bottom is power half. When you bring on top, you will get negative half power. Okay, so just take note on the indices part. Okay, so actually this question you can differentiate directly. Kamu boleh bezakan secara terus. So if you don't want to differentiate directly, you see this question, right? You got a divide sign. When you got divide sign, you can always use quotient rule. Okay, petua hasil bahagi in BM. So basically, your V is equal to 6x cubed plus 1 power half. Okay, so guys, can you all tell me du dx equal to what? For the first part, what will be the answer? Very good. You differentiate a constant, you always get 0. Okay, bezakan pemala dapat kosong. So dv dx, can you all tell me your answer? This one a bit more complex, so be slow a bit. So anyone? dv dx for this equation, what do you get? Nah, see, even the fast person also struggling a bit. Never mind. Don't think too much about the game. Think about the lesson. Okay? Okay, I say wrong. Your last part is wrong. Number 6 is wrong. The rest all correct. Anyone else want to try? dv dx half 6x cubed. Okay, very good. Exact. Okay, correct. So you should get that. Power bring in front, copy back, power minus 1. Okay, very good. Not 6 FA, is 18. Okay, power minus 1. So negative half. Wait. Okay, so now the most important step. After you complete differentiate once, make sure you differentiate the bracket. Kamu kena bezakan kurungan. Yes. So when you differentiate the bracket, what you get, guys? 18x squared. Am I right? Power bring in front, power minus 1. So 18x squared. So basically, you can simplify this. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So you will get your final answer, dv dx equal to 9 x squared. Negative half, if I bring down, I will get square root. Am I right? Because square root is power half. Okay, kuasa setengah. So you will get like this. Do you guys understand how I convert like this? Can okay, your mind must be flexible. Don't always like stick to one method. You must know how to switch here and switch there for maths, because maybe certain form it'll be easier for you to solve. Yeah, you must be flexible. Okay, so now you can find your dy dx already. Boleh cari pembezaan. So what is your dy dx? This is your formula for quotient rule. Am I right? So guys, one question. Do I need to memorize this formula? Yes or no? Quotient rule. Very good. Okay, actually it's given in your exam. So no need to memorize this formula. Tak perlu hafal. Just refer at the front page in your maths paper. Paper 1, paper 2, both also given. Okay, so your V value, you can substitute now. 6x cubed plus 1. So V is, okay, maybe I change color. Guys, when I use red color, is it a bit straining for your eyes? I think yes, right? If I use red color. Good, okay, because some people say red color is a bit straining for their eyes. Power half, and then du dx. du dx is 0. Okay, so guys, how to know when to use quotient rule or not, right? It's very simple. when you see something that get du dx is 0, right? We actually no need to use quotient rule. Okay, quotient rule is when all the values you have a number and not 0. Okay, when you have du dx is 0, means that you can direct do differentiation without having to use quotient rule. Tak perlu guna petua hasil bagi. Boleh terus buat pembezaan. Then you will get the answer D. Okay. Example is, you see this question. The top is a number. Am I right? Constant. When there is a constant at the top, we no need to use quotient rule. Only thing is, if you have something like this. Okay, guys, let's say I switch the question a bit like this. Can I do normal differentiation for this type of question? Very good. Okay, for when you add an x compared to without x, we cannot use the normal method already, because 14x, when you differentiate, you get 14, not 0. Okay, so means that you want or don't want, you have to use quotient rule for this one, this question. Okay, kena guna petua hasil bagi, no choice. But this one, you got two options, quotient rule or also normal method differentiation. All right, so you can choose lah, depends on you. All right, so now u is 14. The textbook didn't show this one, so that's why I do for you all here. Okay, and then your dv dx is this one. So later you compare and see, is the answer same or not? Okay, and then divide v square. So v square is this one square. So you got 6x cubed plus 1 power half and then square. Okay, guys, can you understand what I write here? This whole thing, it look complex, but don't worry, we can simplify it. Permudahkan. Anything times 0, settle. There is nothing here. You can cancel off. Okay, so left only this one. Okay, so you can multiply the 14 to the 9x square. So you will get equal to negative 126 x square divided by square root 6x cubed plus 1. Power half and square. What happened, guys? Can you tell me? Square root and then you square. You will take the content only. Kamu akan ambil kat dalam set sahaja. Okay, so you will just copy back 6x cubed plus 1. Okay, guys? Yes, correct. So you can simplify some more. You will get this one, you bring down x square over. Okay, guys, this one you have to use indices rule. This one is what power, guys? Can you all tell me? Kuasa apa when you have a square root? Very good. Power half. What is this power, guys? The bottom one. The whole thing. Apa kuasa untuk the seluruh expression? Very good. It's power 1. They never show you only. Actually, it's power 1. Okay, but you don't need to write if it's power 1. Okay, so now indices rule. When you times, what happened to the kuasa? You will add the kuasa. Very good. Okay, so 1 over 2 plus 1, you get 3 over 2. So you just write 6x cubed plus 1. 3 over 2 means that this one cube and then you square root. So this is your most simplified answer. Do you get it, guys? Can understand, all of you? So you can compare and see the answer. Okay, guys, can you see this? Is it the same? Yes, it's exactly the same. So dy dx using normal method or quotient rule also same, no problem. All right, so yeah, so now you want to find delta y, you just need to use the formula. So you already find delta x. So basically your dy dx, right, you got x term. So your x term, do you substitute with 2 or 2.05 based on what you learn? Nilai apa kena ganti? Very good. We always substitute the initial value, guys. Remember, which is 2. Don't substitute after the change. Okay? So you just substitute dy dx inside x equals to 2. Okay, x sama dengan 2 inside here. Alright? So then you count the answer. You will get the answer of negative 72 over 49. Okay, just press calculator. So then you apply the formula delta y over delta x equal to dy dx. Okay, this is our formula in approximation. Okay, so you just substitute all the value, you will get your answer delta y. Do you understand, guys? For question 7a? Can? All right, very good. So this is the type of question usually you will see in exam. Usually lah. It can be harder, but this is like the general concept behind it. Okay, so next part. They want you to find the approximate value of y. So this one, okay, so approximate value of y. What is the symbol that we need to find? Okay, correct. We must find delta y. Okay, so this one, right? They already tell you that x is 2.05. So this one is a bit different actually. If you see earlier, right, your question is this. Am I right? This is your y. So now they say x equal to 2.05. So how are we going to get this? You have to substitute x is 2.05 inside here. Yeah, common sense lah. They give you the x already. So you substitute inside your y expression. So they ask you the approximate value. So what is the formula we can use here to count the approximate value? So basically, the formula is going to be you take your x value plus with dy dx times it with delta x. Okay, so this will be your answer. Okay, this will be the formula for you to find the approximate value of y. Okay, guys, can you all get it? Sorry, not x. This one is y. Y plus dy dx over the dy over dx times delta x. Okay, so basically you can simplify it to become y plus delta y equal to this. Okay, guys, can you understand? So whenever they ask you approximate value of y, right, you must take the original y value plus the small change in the y value. Then you will get the approximate value. Okay, so original y value you can get from substitute x equal to 2 inside your equation. So you will get y equal to 2 also if you substitute. So then you must find delta y. So how to get delta y? So basically delta y is dy dx times delta x. So dy dx just now we found, and then delta x we also have the information 0.05. So you just press calculator, you get the answer 1.927. Okay, guys, can get it? How to get your approximate value? Okay, the rest over here, so silent. Can you all respond also a bit? Do you all understand? Don't be shy with me. Okay, you can be chill and easy. No need to feel stressed. I know NMATS is a stress subject. Am I right, guys? To the rest of you all here, NMATS is a stressful subject, I know. But hopefully you all feel relaxed with me lah during the class. Okay, don't so like what to say like what is the word? I also don't know. Like too serious. Don't be too serious. Yeah, don't get tense up. That's the worst thing. Just be chill and listen, absorb the knowledge. Not strict is don't get stressed. Okay. Strict also is like something like that lah. Okay. So next one, number 8. Okay, so they ask you the approximate change for percentage in y. Okay, this one a bit level up because they ask you percentage. Okay, not just the approximate change in y, but they want the percentage in the approximate change of y. This is the symbol, percentage of delta y. So guys, what is the formula for this? Can anyone tell me? How to get the percentage change in y? Okay, sorry, this one should not be delta y. It should just be percentage change in y. Okay, anyone know? Mind sharing a bit? How to get the percentage change? Macam mana kira peratus perubahan Y? You think logically lah guys. No need add maths also. You think logically. How to find a change in any situation? Anyone here know? If don't know, you can comment don't know. I can explain how to find percentage change. Yes, correct. That is the answer. The change is delta Y. Initial is your Y value. If you want to find percentage, you must times 100%. Am I right, guys? This is how you count your exam marks. Correct? Yeah, don't second guess. It's correct only. Okay? It's simple as that. Okay? So you just try to relate how you count your exam marks, guys. How do you kira exam marks? How much you get over the original mark in the paper times 100%. Am I right, guys? This is what the formula is explaining to you lah. Exactly the same thing. Only thing here we are finding in differentiation dalam bab pembezaan. But the concept is like how you count your exam marks. Okay? Exactly the same. Okay, so don't get worried when you see this kind of question. Just try to relate it to something in daily life. Okay, so you have this equation. Okay, so they tell you x changes from 4 by 2%. Okay, so this one is an important information. So they say that it changes by 2%. So can anyone tell me what will be your final value for x? Okay, correct. Your change will be 0.08. So you want to find delta x, you take 2% times your original x value. Original x value, nilai asal is 4, based on the question. So you substitute x is 4, you will get your change is 0.08. So what is your current x value, guys? Can you tell me? X new, it will be how much? You will get, if they say by 2%, so you should get 4.08. Am I right, guys? Initially 4, yes. Then you increase 0.08, then you will get 4.08. Okay, so now we analyze everything already. So now you look at the equation. Okay, so what must we do for this equation? Whenever you have an equation, right, guys, just differentiate it. You won't be wrong. For any subtopic in differentiation, you see an equation, differentiate it. Because from there only we can start to do something. Okay, you cannot do anything with this equation. Okay, so I think this differentiation is not hard. You just bring it up, x power negative half. So you get dy dx equal to negative half x power negative 3/2. Okay, so this is your answer for the differentiation. And then you must do a substitution. Okay, so guys, which value will you substitute now? The x value, 4 or 4.08? Very good. Substitute the original value. Always remember. Okay, so then you will get your value for your dy dx. So if you try to substitute and press calculator, you will get dy dx equal to 1/16. Sorry, negative 1/16. Okay, negative 1/16. Okay, so now our goal is we must find out the delta y. Am I right, guys? Because we need to apply this formula right here. This one. You need to know your delta y. You need to know your y. Okay, y is very easy. We have the x already. Am I right? X is 4. So we can substitute x is 4 inside this equation to find out our original y. So if you substitute, you will get y equal to half. This is our original y. Delta y. Delta y, how we find, guys? Can anyone tell me? How do we get it? Macam mana kira nilai delta y? Try to give some suggestion. Because over here, they never tell you anything about delta y. Okay, very good, correct? So basically, we are using the concept of dy dx times delta x. You will get delta y. Okay, so dy dx is negative 1/16. So substitute delta x, we already found earlier, 0.08. So your final answer, you will get negative 0.005. So this is going to be your delta y. Understand everyone here? Can you get it so far? So this is how you must think in the exam. This is the flow of idea. Okay. So yeah, you just substitute in the formula, then you count the answer. So you will get the answer. The answer will be negative 1%. Okay. So based on this answer, can you all tell me, does the y value increase or decrease? Adakah nilai y bertambah atau berkurang? Very good. Decrease. Why decrease? Negative. Negative show decrease. Means your y value is actually going from higher to a lower value. Okay, so the change is shown by this percentage, negative 1%. Yes, correct. Okay, guys, can you understand this whole question, number 8? Can, power lah you all. And then you all tell me differentiation so hard. Where got hard? Okay, all of this is K-bar question, you know, guys, from the textbook. Everything got the brain sign. So this is the hard question. Oh, speed running. Okay, later we'll have harder question. Don't worry. If this one's still easy for you, got harder ones at the back. Okay. No, thank you. Guys, NMATS must challenge yourself. Am I right, guys? Kalau nak jadi bagus dalam NMATS, kena buat soalan susah. You must do hard question. Then only can. If not, very hard. If you want to improve. Okay. So, they give you equation. So, they tell you small change in X is P%. So first information, delta X equal to P%. This is what you can interpret from the question. Okay, so this is your original X, nilai asal X, X equal to 2. Okay, so then they're going to ask you the same question, percentage change in Y. Okay, so I think you all got the idea already, right? Percentage change in Y is delta Y over Y times 100%. Based on the previous question. So now, so basically you got the equation, you differentiate, substitute your original X value inside your Y equation first. If you want to do reverse also can. Let's say, guys, you want to do this one first, then you do this one, also can. No problem. You can switch the steps. Okay, since you already find dy dx, maybe you want to substitute x is 2 first and count dy dx. So you get 8, also can. Then you substitute x equals 2 again inside your y equation. Then count the value. Why we count this value, guys? Can anyone tell me? What is the reason? We need to find the y value. Very good. Because our formula here, we have the y. Am I right? This y value, we are going to substitute here. This number 10. We put it inside here. So that's why you need to substitute x is 2 inside your original curve equation to get your answer, which is 10. And also in the dy dx. So just now we all do what, guys? When you have dy dx, you can find your delta y. Am I right? Delta y is dy dx times delta x. It's just a revision of the previous question, okay, but different value. So you just substitute dy dx equal to 8 and delta x is basically, let me see. Delta x, you will get 0.02p. Okay, so why is it 0.02p? So basically, right, p% and then x equals to 2. Okay, so basically, you're going to write it as 2% p. Okay, so that's why you will get 0.02p. Okay, because the change in x value, right, is p%. But then we need to substitute a value inside. So the value we have is x equal to. So we substitute 2%. Okay, but you still have to write the p because they say it changed by p%. So it's actually times 0.02p. Okay, so if you count and see, you will get 0.16p. Okay, guys, can you all get it? So this is the concept. Because p%, right, you cannot write it as p only. If you just put 8 times p, right, it's wrong. because they write in percentage. So it's actually P divided by 100. Percentage mean bahagi 100. Okay. And of course, you must have a value. If not, how? So what value we going to use? Of course, the one related to X lah, which is the 2%. Because 2 is your original value. Then you change by P%. So actually the change is going to be 0.02P. Okay. So you will get 0.16P for delta Y. So then you can already count the answer. Y is equal to 10, delta Y equal to 0.16P. So you apply the formula, then you will get the answer. 1.6P%. Okay guys, boleh dapat macam mana selesaikan soalan ni? Can you get it? So this will be the final answer. Don't worry if your final answer isn't an exact value. It won't be an exact value because we don't know how to get the P. Okay, kita tak boleh cari nilai P. So you leave your answer in terms of P. Okay, so next one, number 10. Okay, number 10 is, okay, maybe a bit more level up, but still it's not that difficult. Why? Because you see graph means you're scared already, is it? Yes. Sometimes, actually, right, guys, if more info in the question is good, yalla, you must be hardworking to read one by one. Don't just skip everything and go to the question directly. Every information they tell in the statement is important. That's why kena baca betul-betul. Okay? So they have dy dx and d2y dx2. Okay. So basically, guys, if I ask you the question lah, which one do you think is your dy dx among these two graphs? If you think logically, mana graph yang mewakili dy dx for this question? Is it the straight line or the curve? Can anyone tell? Oh, got contradicting answer already. So anyone else want to try? Which one represent your dy dx? Is it the straight line or the curve? Mana satu? Yes, you're right. But you must be careful here. The graph here, right, is representing dy dx and d2y dx2. So means that the curve is actually not drawn in the question. You must understand that. The curve is not in the question. The curve I mean by y equals to something something. Okay, it's not shown in the diagram. So means that the next one that is closest to the curve is basically going to be this one. This is the closest to the curve lah, which is your dy dx. Okay, you can imagine lah, guys. Let's say your curve is something like this. Okay, let's say I give you an equation randomly. Maybe this is your curve. Okay, ini adalah persama lengkung. So guys, when you do dy dx for this, what will you get? You should get a quadratic graph. Am I right, guys? So do you see why the pink color is your answer now? Then you differentiate one more time, d2y dx2. It will act as your tangent now. Can you see it only cut at one point? So that's why it's tangent. Okay, so dy dx is going to be your pink color graph, and then d2y dx2 is your blue color graph. Okay, so the question is determine the coordinate and of maximum and minimum point in your graph. So can anyone try and see what will be the maximum point and your minimum point? They say without finding the equation of fx, which one? You must specify which one is maximum, which one is minimum. So anyone else want to try? Cuba, jangan risau. No. Guys, you must understand, you cannot directly look at the graph, You must understand, because the curve equation, right, is not shown over here. So you're going to predict how will the curve equation actually look like from this diagram. And then only you can tell the maximum and minimum point. So guys, if you still remember, what is it? Your d2y dx2. d2y dx2 show what, guys? Can you all tell me? First of all, answer this. d2y dx2 will show you what? Yes, correct. So basically, you must refer to this line to know which point is going to be your maximum and also your minimum. Am I right, guys? You must refer the blue color line. Okay, so basically, you will get your maximum point as -1 and also 6. Okay, this is going to be your maximum. Okay, it's not shown in the diagram. You must know how to get it. Okay, but one thing that can help you, if you find struggle, you can think of it like this. This information. Can you see, guys? The function fx, they already tell you it passed through -1, 6 and 1, 2. So means that I can plot the points. Am I right? Let's say these are the 2 points. And based on our knowledge, if dy dx is a quadratic graph, the y equation should be a cubic graph. Am I right, guys? Graph cubic. So how does a cubic graph look like? Can you all think and see? Cubic graph usually will look like this. Okay, I try draw for you a bit. Something like this. Yes. So now, guys, can you see a bit clearly now? Which one is your maximum and minimum? I think can, Nadila. Okay, so you must draw out the diagram. So this is maximum. This one will be minimum. Okay, maybe not so accurate lah. It can be a bit more accurate, my drawing. Okay, so there is no working for this. Absolutely no working. You just state your answer only. Okay, maximum -1, 6, minimum 1, 2. Okay, so let's say, guys, if I don't know this thing, I don't know this knowledge. Okay, saya tak tahu yang ni. What method can I use, guys? Try the thing and see. What can help you over here? If you notice, right, they give you these two value. How can I get to know what is my curve equation? Macam mana saya boleh tahu persamaan lengkung? Without knowing dy dx is like what I explained to you lah. Kalau saya tak mau guna kaedah tu, if I don't want use that method, what other method I can think? No, I have to find my equation, guys. Okay, wait, guys, you see this, right? Am I right? You can actually construct your quadratic equation, correct? Because you have two values. Do you see that or not, guys? So actually you can construct the equation already from here. So basically, but there's one thing lah, your y-intercept is -3. Okay, so you must take note on that also. So you basically can start with this. This is your general equation. Am I right? You form like this first. So you will get x squared minus 1. This is your dy dx, guys. Take note. Ini adalah persamaan dy dx. Okay. So now, this is not the answer yet. Okay, you must check and see. I have a y-intercept of -3. This one is -1. So what must I do? I times the whole equation by 3. Become like this. So this is the exact value of my dy dx. Do you guys understand how I get to this? Okay, it's exactly the same. I factorize 3 out, I will get x squared minus 1. Correct? So it's valid lah, the equation. So now, guys, dy dx, I want to find curve equation. What I do? You all learned this in chapter 3, which I never teach yet lah. But do you all know the knowledge? I think you all should know, right? We must do integration. Correct? You integrate both sides, you can get your cubic equation. Okay, so your cubic equation is going to be this. Can you all see it now, guys? So this is actually the equation you're going to draw just now. So you can actually find it. Okay, the c value, you can substitute. Why? Because I got the points for fx. So I just substitute x equal to -1, y equal to 6. Then I can find out my equation already. Can you all see the method, guys? So then you can draw the graph easily. Just use certain value, connect all the points. Sambungkan semua titik. Then you get the answer. Okay? But only thing, this question, right? They give you a specific condition. If you read carefully, they say without finding the function fx. Okay? So let's say the question didn't write this, then you can use the method I showed you just now. Okay, kamu boleh guna kaedah ni. Okay, but they say without finding function fx means that you use the first method I showed you all just now. This is the second method as backup. Okay, guys, can you understand what I explained? So sketch the graph. Just now I showed you already. So the graph will look something like this. So this is maximum, this is minimum. Okay, can you get the concept? So guys, one thing I want you to understand from here, right? I always say that tangent is a straight line. Am I right, guys? But take note. Okay, just now we have this graph, right? Quadratic. If I copy back the diagram, and then I got a tangent somewhere at 0. So let's say this is the tangent. Okay, guys. So actually, right, if you see, right, this is your y equation. This is dy dx. Okay, so doesn't mean tangent must be a equation of a straight line. Tangent just means at that specific point, you can have a straight line. It doesn't mean for the whole journey of the graph. Only at that specific point, you draw a tangent, then you can find the gradient. Can you all get it? Same for this point. You draw a tangent, you can get the gradient. But the dy dx equation is a quadratic equation. Can you see that? This is the interesting part of it. Okay, it still intersect at one point only. Okay, but overall it's 2 points lah. But you can divide it into 2. Find the tangent at each separate point. Can you all understand? Everyone here? Hopefully you all get it lah. Okay, this is the relationship. From cubic, you go to quadratic, then you go to linear. Y, dy dx, d2y dx2. Okay, so this is how it relates lah. If you want to go x cubed to x square, you do dy dx. X squared to x, you do d2y dx2. So this is shown in the diagram on the left. Exactly. So this is a bit more complex rather than your normal question. Okay. So until now, everyone still surviving? Sampai sekarang masih boleh? Still can, Make sure your mental kuat, Must tahan. And maths, you all sit for 2 hours. Am I right? My class only 1.5 hours. So it's still less. Okay, compared to your NMATS exam. Yeah, paper 2 somewhere is 2.5. Okay, so you actually sit longer for NMATS. I don't want to torture you all. I'm fair to you all. I know if 2 hours, you will get sleepy already. Trust me. No need. I fair to everyone. I understand your goal is to score A+, but you must understand I teach not only for you. I teach for everyone here. Everyone here got different standards. Some people just want to pass at maths. I know that a lot of people just like that. They just want to get that pass. So 2 hours is not for them. It's 1.5 hours is just nice. Okay. Even for any subject you go tuition, I think mostly it's 1.5 hours. Am I right, guys? Usually lah. Tuition is usually 1.5. Okay. Rare cases maybe 2 hours extra class like that. Yes lah. Okay. So yeah. So curve. They give you this curve. Okay. And then they ask you equation of tangent. Very simple. So you find, what must you find? Very good. dy dx. So you just differentiate this equation. 9x squared minus 4. Then what is the second step we must do? Very good. Substitute inside here. So if you count and see, you will get 32 dy dx. So you want to form equation of tangent. What is our general equation? Apa persamaan arm? Very good. You can use y equals mx plus c also can. So you just substitute the point. Okay, gantikan titik only. So you will get 2 equals to 32, 1 plus c. Okay, then you solve the equation to find your answer. Okay, guys? Sorry, I terbalik already. Y is 1. 1 equals to 32, 2 plus C. Okay, done, correct. Okay, guys. So question A should be no problem. It's basic question. Okay, so next one. Question B. So they want you to find a coordinate of another point such that the tangent is parallel to the tangent at A. Okay, so do you all get the meaning or not here? This one you must interpret a bit. Yes, whenever you see parallel, same gradient, kecerunan sama. So they say that tangent at that point, this is the point you want to find out later. The gradient is equal to the tangent at A. Tangent at A gradient is 32. So means that dy dx equal to 32. Am I right, guys? So this is the equation you must start with. Okay. So dy dx equal to 32. So dy dx, you already found earlier. This one, equal it to 32. So you will solve and then you will get x equal to plus minus 2. Okay, so now you must decide, guys, which value I must use. Nilai apa saya kena guna? Is it positive 2 or negative 2? Which one? Okay, so why you say, are you sure it's positive? Check carefully. Guys, you must see carefully, the whole question. If you notice in part A, right, you already have a coordinate with the x value 2. Can you see this? So means that now they ask you another point. Satu lagi titik. So means that you must reject the positive. Okay, so means that the answer is x equal to negative 2. Then you substitute inside your y equation, then you find the y value. Okay, so make sure don't use the positive 2 because positive 2 sudah ada. Mereka nak satu lagi titik, another point. So you use the negative 2. Okay, so this is the answer, like this. Okay, so another question also we done already. Not bad. Our progress quite good. Only 2 more slides, if not mistaken. How is the pacing so far? What do you mean pacing? You mean how fast I teach? Guys, everyone here, can you all answer this question or not? Is the pace okay for you all? Adakah kelajuan saya ajar boleh ikut? Can, okay. Sometimes I scared when teach and maths, right? If the pace out, right, susah, because you all won't be able to follow. So pace is important. So can, okay. We go next question. So this question level up a bit. Okay, you can see it already. It's slightly harder, but not so hard. Okay, so this question, basically you got a right angle triangle inside the cone. 50-50. Okay, masih boleh lah tahan. Okay, so they tell you hypotenuse 6/3. Okay, so this is your hypotenuse. So they say that the triangle is rotated. Dia putarkan segitiga ini untuk bentuk cone. Okay, so can you all imagine, guys? If you try to rotate a triangle, you will get a cone. Am I right? Very simple concept. You all learn differentiation. Am I right, guys? Kamu belajar bab pembezaan. Let's say I want you to find the volume of revolution. Saya nak kamu cari isi padu kisaran daripada kawasan berlorek tu. How you all find, guys? Use integration, right? Guna pengamiran. Let's say I want you to rotate at the x-axis. But of course, you don't need to draw it lah. Kamu tak perlu lukis. But you must understand and see. When you rotate it, right, you will get a cone. Can you see this, guys? So this is what they are telling right here. They rotate a triangle, kamu dapat satu cone based on this concept here. Okay, you rotate a triangle on one part of the x-axis, the bottom part, you'll form a symmetry like a mirror, macam pantulan image. So that's how you get a cone from here. So this is the unique property. Only can apply when you have a right angle triangle like this. Not any triangle, then only you can form a cone. Okay, if the triangle, let's say something like this, then cannot. Okay, the triangle must be like this, then only you get cone. Okay, guys, So just for you to understand only. Okay, so when it is rotated around y-axis also can, right? Can. You can draw out and see. Okay, so let's say the region is like this. You rotate it, you will get like this, and then it come a circle. Why it come a circle? Because we rotate 360 degrees. 360 degree will form a circle. Am I right? So that's how come you get a circle at the bottom. It's like the base. Okay. So yeah. You must try to imagine in 3D a bit. Then you can get it. Alright. So now they ask you to find the height of the cone. Cari tinggi cone. Okay. So how do I find the height of the cone from this question? Very few information, but how can I get it? What is our first step? Whenever you see a right angle triangle, guys, what is the first thing come? Very good. Okay, always form your Pythagoras equation. Very important. Okay, it can help you a lot. So let's say the radius I use R, the height I use H. Okay, so the equation will be R square equal to 6 3 square minus H square. Correct? Based on Pythagoras theorem, Darby theorem 2. So now you simplify. R square equal to 108 minus H square. So R is equal to square root 108 minus H square. First equation. Okay, not enough. We need a second equation. Yang kedua. Okay, they ask you maximum. So you must take note of the keyword maximum, guys. Maximum mean what? Yes, equal to what? Sama dengan apa? Very good. Equal to 0. So means that you must do differentiation somewhere along the way. Okay, something like that. So now, you got another equation you can form. This is a cone, guys. So what can you think of? We can find what in a cone? Very good. Kita boleh cari isi padu. Find the volume of the cone. Okay, so volume of cone, what's the formula? Because the question asks volume. So that's why we form the volume equation. So what is our formula, guys? Isi padu cone. Anyone remember? You should get 1/3 pi r square h. Correct? Ini adalah rumus untuk isi padu cone. Do you all still remember? This is the formula for volume. Okay, don't forget this one. Very important. Okay. So now, guys, can you see these two equations? Boleh nampak yang ni? This one and this one. So what can I do now? Not yet differentiate. Yes, substitute first. You substitute R inside here. So that I got one equation in term of H only. Then the differentiation is very easy. Okay, why I substitute R and not substitute H? Can anyone tell? Because we want to find the height. Kita nak cari ketinggian. If you want to find the height, you cannot substitute the H with R. Do you all understand? Because if you substitute H with R, you differentiate, you still got R. So you will find the R only. You cannot find the H. So that's why we substitute all the R with the H. Okay, you must be clear on the process. Okay, which one we use. Okay, so you just substitute, then you differentiate. So this one, R square means we take inside the bracket only. So it's this one. So then you multiply with H, you will get this one. Okay, so now you can start differentiate already. Okay, so after differentiation, you should get this answer like this. Okay, the symbol they use here is slightly different. They use T for tinggi and jari is for radius. Okay, but it's actually the same. This one is your R, this one is your H. Okay, so you will get this one after differentiate. Then equal to 0, find your T value. Okay, so T equal to 6. Okay, guys, can understand this question? So the most important thing is you must know how to extract this equation and you must know how to extract this equation. These two very important. Now you know why, guys, textbook question is very important. a lot of you don't do textbook question for AdMaths. Am I right, guys? Your teacher will use other resources to teach AdMaths, maybe workbook or something. So that's why I do textbook question with you all. Can you see that? I discuss all the textbook question with you all. So this is the importance, guys. Although AdMaths, textbook very important because they can use that question for SPM and it's not wrong, not salah, because it's already in the textbook. So you are expected to know how to solve every single question. Okay, so yeah, that's why important. So you will get H equal to 6. Okay, so sure, do trial question. Of course, trial lah. Now your trial question. Now your trial is coming, right? So you must do the past trial question lah. If you still got time, then you do textbook lah. But I think textbook is more important for SPM. You keep it for the few months after your trial before SPM. So you complete all the trial now. Then after your trial, you focus on the textbook for AdMaths. So you can like refresh your mind a bit. Okay. But of course, for me, I will do opposite lah. Since I already do the textbook now, later I will do with your trial. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So for part B, we want to find the volume of the cone, isi padu cone. So this one should be no problem. You already have your equation. So your equation is this one, the volume equation. So where this equation come from? It actually come from here after you simplify just now. Okay, so you just need to substitute t equal to 6 inside this whole equation. In English, it's h equal to 6 height because the height is 6 cm now. So then you will get your answer, 144 pi cm cube. All right, can you all get it? This question, number 12, should be okay, right? Still can tahan? We got still 20 minutes. I think still can. I think we'll complete by today. Maybe. Got 4 more questions only. Okay, so number 13. Okay, this one a bit hard, but not that hard. Still can do. Okay, when you see this kind of question, I sure you panic. Yes, it's a bit. Trust me, the working is very short. It's not hard. The idea only is hard. As I always say, guys, in AdMaths, getting that first equation is your hardest step. After that, it's easy already because you just apply your concept. You already learned that chapter, you know the concept, you apply. But to get that first information is the hardest. Yes, correct. You will get the hang of it, but you must just try more question. Buat lebih banyak soalan. Okay, you're not wrong. You got part of the step there already. Okay, so we read the question. So they say he is going from A to C. So you imagine lah, he's going like this, A to C. And then they say A is 30 meter. A is 30 meter from B. So it's this distance. Okay, so you just analyze the question. Okay, C is X meter from B, already label. And then C to D, BD is 400. Okay, so they label also. Okay, so what is this length, guys? Can y'all tell me? CD length. Apa nilai dia? You should get, very good, 400 minus X. Okay, so just try to fill in the diagram with everything you know. Just label like this. Okay, so that is clearer for you. Okay, so now the question is, find the distance from B to C. Distance B to C means that your X lah. Question is, find X. Cari nilai X. So they give you the information. Velocity is 40 meter per minute. Cycling is 50 meter per minute. Okay. So basically, it's going to travel like this in the hypotenuse. Okay, guys. So first equation, you see a right angle, means that you must do what? You must use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so basically you will get AC is equal to square root, square root 30 square, which is 900, plus with x square. This is your first equation. Okay, but of course you must have a second equation, because second equation can only help you to solve. So now they tell you one information here. they tell you that A to C, he take the canoe, okay, kayak lah, and then from C to D, he cycle. Okay, so now you see this information here, guys. Velocity for cycle and kayak, they already give. So now, guys, try to think and see for the time. Untuk masa, what is the equation we can construct? Time is equal to what? Can you all tell me the equation? Your basic equation. Yes. So this one equal to what? You will have distance over speed. Yes. So this is how you're going to form your second equation. Okay, because you have all the information, velocity given, and you also have the distance given. Okay, so basically A to C, your distance is square root 900 plus x square divided by speed. Canoe, our speed is 40. So we substitute 40 at the bottom. Plus with cycling. Cycling, our distance here is 400 minus x. Speed is, question give already, 50. So we substitute. Equal to what, guys? This will be equal to what? Our total time. You can give a symbol of T. Jumlah masa yang diambil. Can you understand how I get till this equation? Okay, not difficult, right? You see, I told you, as long as you have those two starting equation, right, you can solve already. Because after this, it's going to be differentiation only. Because the question is, find your x. So you must differentiate first, equal to 0, find your x. So this one, differentiation, I think should be okay. Although it looks slightly complex, but not that hard. Okay, so basically you copy 1 over 40, square root is half, power half. So power half you bring in front, copy back, and then, sorry, this one cannot copy back. Power minus 1, so you will get negative half. Power negative half, differentiate your bracket, 2x. Until now, can? How I get this one? Can, not bad. Your mental calculation still good. Okay, 1 over 50, and then you differentiate the bracket, so you will get, you copy 400. Sorry, this one when you differentiate, you will get negative 1. Okay, because negative x differentiate negative 1. Okay, so this is our whole equation. You equal to 0, then you solve for your x value. Okay, so you will get your answer, x is 40. So the distance B to C equal to x equal to 40. Understand, guys? Everyone here should be able to, right? Okay, but just be careful in the solving process here because it's slightly complex. So don't make any careless mistake. Okay, so yeah. All right, so this is the third last question already. We're going to finish already for chapter 2. Okay, not bad. We all cover a lot of questions today. So this one, not difficult also. So they say cuboid expand at this rate. So can anyone tell me what is this symbol? The full one. You cannot just write dt. What over what? Yes. Okay, you can use your own symbol. Let's say the cuboid, the length is L. Okay, panjang dia L. So we give a symbol of dl dt. Okay. So then question is find the total change in area. So dA dt, and then volume is 8. Okay, so now we need to find an equation for our volume. Okay, untuk cuboid. So what will be the equation? Can you all tell me? Equation for volume of cuboid. Cannot. We cannot use, can. Okay, can. We can assume that all the sides are the same. Okay, can. You can assume it as equal. So basically you will get L cube. No, because cuboid, right? They can have different side one. cube only is all same side. Cuboid is something like this actually. Yeah, but in this question, right, actually they assume, because if not, we cannot find, because not enough information already. Okay, they never tell you any other information. So means that you just assume lah, L cube equal to 8, L equal to 2. Okay, so now you must find your volume equation. So volume equation, let me see, this one. Oh, okay, not volume, sorry. They ask you total surface area. Okay, no wonder I was seeing. Correct, correct. Okay, so total surface area, guys. So cuboid, how many surface we have? Berapa jumlah luas yang kita ada dalam satu cuboid? We have 6. Am I right? So it's actually 6L square, our total area. Okay, you can use symbol A to not confuse. Okay, so A is equal to 6L square, because one surface is L square, 6 surface, 6L square. So we differentiate, you will get this one. Okay, dA dL is 12x, or any other symbol you like. Okay, so then x equal to 2, because we just now got the length is 2, so it's 24. Then apply the chain rule, 24 times with 2. Okay, the rate is 2, so your answer is like this. Okay, so finally you can put unit also. Okay, boleh letak unit. Unit also quite important, so you can write the unit. So it's cm square per second. Okay, guys, clear on this question? Now we will go to the last two. Okay, last two for today. Getting harder. Of course, will get harder because it's the last two. Let me see. Okay, so we have this curve. Okay, so they give you the equation, pass to the origin, point P. Okay, so now they ask you, show, tunjukkan, the area of triangle is this one. Your favorite question lah, guys. Showing question. Okay, so the area of triangle, this is very easy because it's a right angle triangle. So your base is X, your height is Y, correct? So your area is half XY. But this is not the answer yet, because if you look at the question, they don't have the Y. Y hilang, tak ada. So you must find a way to get rid of this Y. So how, guys? Can anyone tell? How can I substitute the Y if you look at the question? The answer is already there. No need to substitute any value. Do you see these, guys? They already have your Y here. So you can actually substitute Y equals to your curve equation, which is 6x minus x squared. Do you all get it, guys? So you can direct substitute 6x minus x squared. Then you will get this answer. Very simple only. Okay, you will direct get to prove it. Okay, so that is for part A. And then for part B is related to rate. So they tell you that x increases at this rate. So what is the symbol, guys? Can you tell me for the x? You will write it as dx dt, correct? Yes, dx dt equal to 2. Question is find dA dt. So you must find out your dA dx. Okay, so dA dx, very simple. You got your A already. Differentiate the equation only. What value of x you will substitute? You substitute this value, gantikan nilai ni. Then you can form the chain rule. Okay, so this is all the step. Actually, it's the basic step only that you all learn. Okay, then, okay, you just substitute. Wait, let me check and see. Oh yeah, you apply chain rule also, correct. They substitute later. Okay, guys, do you get the step? Should be okay, right? This one is quite easy. Okay, and then for part B, part 2, bahagian kedua also the same. You already have your equation, right? So substitute x equal to 5. You will realize that you get a negative value. So negative value means your area is decreasing, correct? Luas sedang berkurang. So that's why if you see the question, right, they already tell you here, the rate of decrease for A for the second one. The first one is rate of increase of A because we get a positive dA dt. And this one we get a negative dA dt. Okay, so question 15, understand? Should be no problem, right? Okay, so now is the hardest one of tonight, the last question. You see this question itself? I think you all know the feeling lah when you see this question already. Okay, so if you see this question, right, we're going to use one important concept already. See, this is the difference between a person who try out law of exercise and never try out law of exercise. One person will say I'm cooked, one person will give me the answer ratio. Can you see, guys? Yes, that's how I can differentiate both of you. Okay, I think you score higher, right? In NMATs, if not mistaken lah. Okay, so you can see the ratio of the height and the radius, guys. So can you compare or not? You will get this equation. H over R equal to 20 over 12. Okay, basically we are using the concept of what, guys? What is this concept? There is a name for this. Apa nama konsep ni? There is one name. Anyone know it? I got tell before. Very good. So you remember. The answer is similar triangle. Segitiga serupa. Similar triangle means there is one big triangle and there is a smaller triangle inside it. So we are taking the ratios of the height and the base to get an equation, which is this one. Understand? So this is how you can come out with one equation already. Then you just simplify the equation. Okay, so first question, show. Okay, we have to show the volume equal to this one. Should be no problem. Volume of cone is 1 over 3 pi r square h. So based on the answer, guys, which variable we need to hapuskan? R or H? Very good. So we must get rid of the R because our answer only in term of H. So how to get rid of the R? We have this equation here. So we are going to express R in terms of H. Ungkapkan R dalam sebutan H. Okay, so you will get R is 3 over 5H. After you simplify this, you should get this one. Substitute R is 3 over 5H inside here. Then you will get the proving. Okay, so this is the step over here for part A. Wait, is it the next page? Yeah. Okay, so it's something like this. Okay, should be no problem, right? The most important thing again is this equation. If you don't get this equation, you cannot get this answer, no matter how. Okay, so make sure you remember the similar triangle thing. And maths like to play a lot on this concept of similar triangle. So always be aware of this in the question. They won't tell you directly, but you must see it from the diagram or see it from the statement. Sometimes the statement will tell like ratio of base and height is what to what. So that gives you a clue of the similar triangle. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so part B, they say water leaks out. So they want you to find small change in volume, which is your delta V. Okay, so delta H, guys, can you all tell me the value based on the statement? What will be your delta H? Come on, delta H, 5 cm to 4.99. Okay, very good. Make sure put the negative. Okay, because decrease must use negative. Okay, so we are going to use the formula again. Delta V is equal to dV dH times with delta H. So delta H we have, dV dH we must find. How to find? Use the previous part answer, differentiate only. So guys, H value, which value we substitute? 5 or 4.99? Very good. Original value. Then you will get the answer already. Should be no problem. The step is all the same. Okay, so this is the working here. So you differentiate delta H, substitute 5, use the formula. So this is the answer. Okay, you can add the negative sign, okay, in your answer for delta V, because common sense lah, V is equal to 1 over 3 pi r square h. If my h decrease, what happened to volume, guys? Also decrease, because V is directly proportional to h, berkala langsung. So one decrease, the other one also will decrease. Okay, so next part, the last one for today, number 2. Okay, showing question. They say a decrease in P% will cause a decrease of 3P% in volume. Okay, guys, so how do we show this? Anyone know? Again, we are going to use the percentage change in volume formula, which is going to be delta V over V times 100%. So this is going to be our formula at the end, how to count it. Okay, so V, we already have the answer, which is this one. Am I right, guys? So you just substitute V with that. But now our question is delta V. How to get delta V? So delta V will be dV dH times delta H. Correct? Yes, very good lah, y'all. Very smart. Okay, so dV dH, you just substitute with 9 over 25 pi h square. You differentiate the one you prove in part A. You will get 9 over 25 pi h square. Delta H, you must base on this value. P% decrease in the height. So if P% decrease in the height, means what will be our delta H, guys? Can you all tell me the expression? You can interpret directly from that information. So, wow, very good lah. Correct. Okay. So it's just like just now question got one question, right? They give you in terms of P, then you must add the value of the original H. Okay, which is we don't know lah. So that's why we give it a symbol of H. Okay, so P% means P over 100. So that's why you get negative is because decrease. So don't forget the negative sign to show the penurunan. Okay, so then you can substitute inside this formula. Then you count the answer. You should be able to prove the answer is negative 3P. Okay, so be careful lah, guys. When you say decrease already, right? Don't put a negative here. It contradicts. When this, yes, correct. When decrease, put 3%. If you don't put decrease, then you must put negative 3P%. Yes, very good. Potential A plus lah, you all. Should be no problem. This is how SPM will ask lah, guys. This is the type of question that you will see in SPM. Yeah, usually you'll be around here already. Trial A plus. But guys, trust me lah, even if trial sometimes not A plus, right? A lot of people SPM suddenly will get A plus. You see a lot of story like that because they learn from their mistake in trial actually. Then they improve in the SPM. That's why I say trial marks is not going to reflect your SPM result. A lot of people got the misconception. If your trial result like this, means SPM result exactly like your trial. No, can be a totally big change. Okay, that's why I say trial is important, of course important, but it's not the final yet. Don't treat trial as your final because the SPM is the final, not the trial. Okay, trial is just to try. Okay, cuba sahaja and see where you are at. Okay, burn out before the actual exam. You still got 2 months, what? Before SPM. So that's the time you grind all the topics. So actually, I got prepare few more questions actually, differentiation. I will send it as homework in the group for you all. Actually, it's a test lah, so you all can try out and submit the answer to me. Okay, just 4 questions only. I will send later on to you all. All right. So next week we will start chapter 3 at maths. Okay, integration. Finally, right? After so long, integration I think is a bit faster compared to differentiation. Differentiation is longer. Yeah, if you understand differentiation, right? Chapter 2, chapter 3 will be very smooth with us. Yeah, it's just the reverse. So that's why it's important to master this chapter 2. Okay, so any question that you have? for today. So if you got friend, you can share my YouTube channel also to them. All right? I did. I know. So I'll send later also the material for tomorrow class lah. Okay, which is the SVM papers. We will do the actual papers tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So you all at least got a chance also lah. Try a bit on it. Okay. So anything else that you want to ask? Nothing, huh? Okay. So thank you for tonight. Yeah, I also feel the lesson today very productive. We finished chapter 2 also. Very good. So congratulations, guys. Keep on fighting for A plus, okay? We'll get there in the end. Okay, slowly but surely. Okay, so thank you. No problem. Good night.